Welcome to your reading. I hope that this message finds you while you're in good health and good wealth. I hope that you're doing something that you love today, tonight, this afternoon, whenever the message does get to you, simply because you deserve to. Thank you guys for all of the support to my channel. It truly does mean the world to me. Let's see what Spirit has for you. We have the Two of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles out first, and the Three of Swords on the bottom, which is interesting. Because I was just about to speak on how valuable this connection is to you. Whoever this Two of Cups is for you, right? This is somebody that really mirrors your energy. They might feel like an extension of your soul, or somebody that you have ran into time and time again through countless lives, right? Their energy could feel like that to you. And so the value that you place on this connection, it's not something that you can put a price tag on, right? It's not something that you can really describe in words, but I do see how much it means to you and how much you value it. However, with the Three of Swords, the Queen of Wands reversed, and the Empress, it feels as if once upon a time, this connection felt the same or treated you in a way that made you feel valued as well. But lately, or just overall, right, you don't feel valued. You know your worth. You know how much you are worth according to you and what you bring to the table, you know. You know that you bring a loving, a healing. You bring a very supportive energy to the table of life, right? Or at least within this connection. And I think that you're kind of pained about how that energy is reciprocated in this valuable connection. It's interesting. I think that this connection is honestly, or maybe it has been, making you forget about that power that you hold within you. I think it's been slowly depreciating. Your self-worth has been depreciating. I think that you're starting to understand this or recognize this, but I think that it is something that is present because we have the Seven of Pentacles. So I don't think that you're oblivious. I don't think that you're oblivious or naive to the lack of reciprocation energetically. I just think that it's something that you have not yet addressed within self or fully allowed yourself to accept. Like, this is not equal give and take, right? The value that I place on the connection that me and this energy have, the value that I place on it is not what I'm receiving back from it. I'm receiving, truthfully, a very strong lack of them believing in you the way that you believe in them, or them supporting you the way that you support them. You're receiving the lack of. It's almost like you're giving so much of your energy, time, attention, and care to this one specific energy in your life that it's kind of making you forget about all of the other very important things that you specifically bring to the table. You can love someone as much as you want, as hard as you can, as deeply as you can, but like, if that love is not well received, it's almost like you're doing yourself a disservice, right? Obviously, loving unconditionally is something that very few of us are like, understand the value of, but I do think that at one point you can't just show up for someone time and time again relentlessly, right? You can't show up for them like that if they're not willing to meet you halfway, or at least try to meet you halfway. What do we have after this? The Two of Pentacles in the reverse. For a while you were kind of really trying to figure out what to do about this connection or what to do about this dynamic. I think you found your answer. All right. Bottom of the deck, the Hangman in the reverse, the Six of Cups in the reverse, and the Emperor in the upright. To me, this is somebody getting themselves unstuck, right? Regardless of the history that you shared with this connection or this person energy, the past is not enough to justify what your potential future could look like, right? You sticking around and waiting for them to meet you halfway when they've had multiple chances, they've had a lot of time to meet you halfway. They still have not. So I see you kind of putting your foot down, setting very strong boundaries, actually taking action upon getting yourself unstuck. Because for a long time, you were in that Two of Pentacles energy, but you've made up your mind about what you're going to do. Yes, you value this connection, but you value yourself so much more. Let's be honest. You have integrity, you have self-worth, you have confidence, you have self-love. And for this other energy to blatantly or just uncaringly just disrespect your self-worth or your self-love by showing up how they're showing up, I think that you're getting very tired of that, or you're just putting your foot down like this is not going to be okay anymore. You're not accepting breadcrumbs anymore is what I want to say. And with the Page of Swords in the reverse, I think for a lot of you, the direction that you're heading is complete loss of interest in whatever this past thing was. It is now literally a thing of the past or an energy of the past. With the Nine of Wands, you're showing me that you waited as long as you could. You gave all of the energy, effort, and love that you could to this situation. It was not showing up for you in that same way. And with the Three of Wands to end it all, it tells me that you're looking ahead or making plans for what is next on your journey in the future, right? You're definitely waiting on some good news, or you're waiting on your ships to come in, right? There's something that you are anticipating or that you're excited about because you finally ridded yourself of an energy that was just really taking advantage of your unconditional love. Over the Two of Cups, we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. For a lot of you, you're having to reject, or you're choosing to reject a certain offer that you used to accept. You're not interested. With the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Cups. This is, whatever you rejected is leading to this absolute abundance within self, emotionally. I think that you're actually manifesting and attracting a lot of the things that you desire in the material as well. But you're definitely just feeling good about the direction you're heading in. For a long time, you were stuck in a cycle that was not ending. You were stuck in this anxiety-filled, stress-filled, never-ending loop of what the hell am I doing? Where the hell is this going? What is life, right? You were there. You wanted to take a new beginning. You wanted to make things work, but it just wasn't clicking. You found yourself. You found your power. You found your worth, and you're standing on it now. With the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, we have the Knight of Cups. I think that you're only moving towards the things that make you feel loved the same way that you love them. The Knight of Cups is all about showing up with your authenticity. The Knight of Cups is very charismatic, very romantic, very, what's that word? They're very enveloped within the things that they are going after or the offers that they're making. Like, they are making these offers with intention, with true intention from their heart. You know what I mean? And so for you to make your mind up in this way is like, it's not just you struggling between your head and your heart. Which one am I going to choose? No, you're making this decision to move forward and to choose self and to choose to love yourself you're making that decision from your heart. Because for a long time, you were undervalued or underappreciated with this Queen of Wands in reverse. Or the situation you were a part of, it just made you slowly detach from that true self-confidence or self-worth that you've always had, right? And always will have. But you're making this decision to move on and move forward from your heart because it looks like you think it's in your best interest. With the Six of Swords, or with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, we have the Six of Swords. So I think that if there was anybody in your life that was bringing you low energy, bad energy, negative energy, like in any way, take it as it resonates. If there was any one of that sorts in your life, I think that you have kind of dodged a bullet by creating some boundaries and sticking to those boundaries. I think you've dodged a bullet by making up your mind, I want to say. And you're moving forward. You're moving to a lot more peaceful environments, or a more peaceful time in your life. With the Page of Swords in the reverse, we have the World card in the upright. Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, maybe a Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus. Some of you a Capricorn, maybe a Pisces or a Cancer. Doesn't have to be, but I think that you're actually moving on. I think that you've closed a cycle for a long time you were struggling to walk away from, but you've called judgment, or at least your spirit team or spirit guides have called judgment on this. For a long time, you would like maybe leave this energy because it wasn't showing you, they weren't showing up in the ways that they should have been, right? You would leave them, but then you would keep that door open, that door of communication. You would keep it open in hopes that maybe it'll come back together, and it did. But you repeated that time and time again. This energy I'm speaking to today is an energy that you have genuinely lost interest in trying to make it work again. You have done that as much as you can, and you're ready for something new. You're ready for something different. You're ready for something real, honest. Even if it's just within you and your own goals. Maybe you got fed up with a version of yourself that kept leading you down the same path to the same results that was not fulfilling to you, right? Maybe, I don't know. I'm just seeing someone closing out a cycle for good, ready to move on to something new, different, more fulfilling. With the Nine of Wands, we have the King of Swords. I think that you're not playing around. You're not playing no games, from what I can tell. You're being very decisive, very serious. I think your next move, this is giving me the energy of like, my next move is my best move. You know what I mean? The Nine of Wands is somebody that is like a wounded warrior. They've been very resilient, persevered through a lot of trials and tribulations to kind of get where they're at. But they're kind of trying to figure out, should I keep going this way? Should I redirect my energy, readjust it? Like, the Nine of Wands is all about figuring it out, and the King of Swords is the person that figures it out. So Nine of Wands is trying to figure it out. The King of Swords figures it out. So to me, whatever is going to clarify this Three of Wands, you're very certain of. The Five of Cups. So you are moving on, or you have figured out like what within you has been holding you back from achieving or acquiring the life you desire or deserve or want. And you're seeing what those energies are, what those emotional ties are in your life that have been preventing you from flourishing, expanding, growing, right? Because you can be done with someone 10 years removed, but if you're still emotionally attached to that energy, it's going to be hard to really embrace the next chapter, right? If you're still holding on, even subconsciously, to energetic ties from the past. But I think that this is you in full recognition, or at least admittance to what has been preventing you from flourishing or moving on beyond. And I think you are moving on. You're moving forward. Very hopeful for the future. Ooh. Temperance and the Moon. And the Knight of Pentacles. You're definitely taking your time. I think you're even taking your time as you address these like deeper rooted emotions and feelings that you have, like the painful ones, or the ones that maybe you're acknowledging and addressing. I think you're taking your time as they come to the surface, or maybe bringing them to the surface, but you're facing them nonetheless, right? That's what I'm seeing. You're facing them nonetheless, but you are definitely, you're being cautious with how you move forward. Yeah, somebody's getting rejected. You're rejecting someone, I want to say. You're not repeating old patterns or old cycles, old habits, old beliefs that were getting you nowhere. You're really moving forward, and you're here for the growth or for the expansion. Let's see what Spirit has for you in the oracles. If this message has resonated with you, please drop a heart in the comments, or just drop a comment to let me know that you're enjoying it. Choose your path, direction guardian. Yeah, you're at this crossroads where it's like, what is next? I know what I don't like. I know it's not working for me. What is next? Take charge with authority, and that's exactly what you do. Instead of trying to figure it out, you figured it out. You're seeing things from many different perspectives. You're not being one-sided about your judgment. Move beyond ancestral patterns. Like I said, a lot of you you're just not repeating the same old habits, the same old things that you were in the past. And then we have learn from spiritual experiences. A lot of you are great teachers. Maybe you're healers. You may do energy work, Reiki, might do cards, like tarot cards, any type of cards, right? You just work with energy, or you would be a great energy worker. This Temperance card is all about a very powerful, beautiful spiritual entity that is working with the energies. You know, they are playing with the energies, right? To find the perfect mixture of balance. So I think a lot of you would be a great teacher just in general because of the life experience that you have. And then retreat and recharge. It's going to be important. That's going to be very important for a lot of us moving forward. In order to shift our perception, right? Shift your perception. In order to do that, we have to give ourselves that grace and that time to ourselves, to heal, to realign our chakras, to realign ourselves energetically. In order to make decisions from our higher self, clear decisions, it's important that we give ourselves the time to recharge our energy when we need to. With water spirit, we have manifesting dreams. So a lot of you right now are on the path of manifesting your dreams. You can't get off the path. Once you're on it, you're on it. You know, you're either going to take the hard way, or you can make it easier on yourself by trusting your higher self and your spirit team. We also have renewal. So this is not new to you, but it's a new way of doing things. Frog spirit. Frogs can also speak to prosperity. Water can speak to healing. Some of you are meant to be healers or heal in some way, shape, or form. A lot of you are going to be blessed. As I say prosperity, we have freaking prosperity with bee spirit. And bees can speak to your community, the people around you. A lot of you have a soul tribe that's waiting to find you, or for you to find them, vice versa. But this new chapter, this new beginning, it's going to be something that shows you prosperity from a different perspective. You know what I mean? It's not going to be just financial, right? It could be in regards to your beauty or how you perceive self, maybe how you perceive the world around you. Regardless, there is a group of people out here waiting for you to find them. They are going to be in alignment with you. You guys will see eye to eye, spirit to spirit. On the bottom of the deck, we have focus. And there's a wizard on this card. Wizard of the Woods. So it's going to be important for you to become the alchemist in your life. Take accountability for your ability to alchemize energy. If you can, why not, right? You should. If you can transmute that pain into power, or that despair into success, right? If you can transmute energy, and we all can. But if you can believe in yourself to do so, life has only just begun. There is an attachment out here for a lot of you that you're looking at from a different perspective. This attachment has been causing some sort of imbalance in your life. You're aware of it, or you're starting to become aware of it and the effect that it has on your life. A lot of you are breaking out of this illusion that this attachment has a hold over you. You're stepping outside of your comfort zone, expanding beyond. You're no longer letting people, places, or things of the past block your abundance. You're taking a leap of faith, and it's leading to blossoming abundance. That's over prosperity. So there could be a lot of financial gain, maybe business opportunities, love opportunity. I don't know. Prosperity and abundance is kind of like, it's just fulfillment, right? Whatever you perceive fulfillment to be. So I'm seeing this as you having a lot of opportunities to grow and expand in the ways that you desire. We also have the second chakra, Archangel Ariel, and walking away, Angel of Strength. It wasn't easy to walk away. Maybe there was a lot of hostilities in your environment, hostile people, hostile energies that wanted to keep you bound and stuck. You're overcoming those. You have angels on your side. You are spiritually protected, guided. This walking away, reconnecting with your second chakra is leading to so much abundance. It's going to be uncomfortable for a little bit because you're releasing attachments that you've been maybe attached to for a while, ignoring the imbalance they've been causing. But with Temperance here, it tells me you can't run from the truth anymore. This imbalance is being brought back into alignment because you have a higher purpose here. You have a spiritual purpose, a healing purpose. There's something about your energy that people dislike. They just do, because it really shines light on their wounds. Maybe you're painted out to be the bad guy in a lot of situations where you were just trying to create some sort of positivity, right? But you trying to shed that positivity, in truth, was just you exerting your light, your healing energy onto the world. Not everybody likes that. We live in a really messed up, backwards, upside down world sometimes, most of the time. And people hate to have their wounds exposed. People don't like it. They don't. And so, instead of just facing those wounds, admitting that your energy and your presence was healing, they paint you out to be the bad guy because they don't know how to actually face those things within themselves. And that's okay. It's not your job to guide them one way or another. It's your job to show up and exist with your authenticity every day. That's all you have to do. That's all you came here to do. Keep showing up as you. Everything else that happens outside of that as an effect of you just being you, it's just a compliment to your power, right? If you create waves just by showing up and being yourself, I wouldn't overthink anything, right? Let them paint you out to be the bad guy. Maybe you're meant to be the bad guy in that story, from that perspective. You're not a bad guy. You're here to help heal. You're here to help love. You're here to love yourself on a deeper level. So do so. And do it with a smile, right? Especially if you got people just trying to bring you down, hold you back, say anything about you that is not true. Give them a smile in return. That's all you got to do. I will see you guys soon. And I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you want to follow me on social media, donate to the channel, or book a personal reading, links will be in the description boxes below or my About tab.